Alright. When I was 5 and I did my first school play, my dad took me on his knee and said, "Son, the lights, the stage, the audience, it's enough to turn your soul to soup." And that's exactly what the blacks want you to think. I should probably explain, my dad was a racist drug user, going through some pretty traumatic withdrawal. My mum has since remarried to a man with a yacht, which significantly trumps my real dad's restraining order. I like my women like I like my coffee. Hot, tasty, exotic. And then after a while you start to wonder whether you really wanted that coffee. Whether you didn't want one of the other coffees on the menu. And so you sit staring at it as it gets cold and bitter. And you find yourself drinking it not through a love of its taste, but through a dependency. After a while, you and the coffee drift apart and you move on from second-rate coffee to second-rate coffee, never remembering them, never enjoying them. So one day, on a cold November, you see that coffee coming towards you in the street. And she ignores you, like you were nothing. So you go home, and you Google coffees, to look for that coffee. And you fall asleep weeping after a self-pitying wank. And I don't drink coffee anymore. So as you can probably tell, I come from money. From a very wealthy family, offensively rich some might call us. Put it this way, growing up I had a TV in the living room. Colour. And as a part of my rich playboy lifestyle is living abroad, and I was living in Sweden. I'm back now. Hi. And I was getting a flight back from Sweden, and before you get on the flight there's a shop called the Last Stop Shop, which is your last opportunity to buy anything you might need for the flight. And there's an item there, whose presence I could not explain, in a Last Stop Shop, which was a 24-pack of flavoured condoms. Now, I'm a pretty charming guy. But I'm not so charming as to reasonably assume that I could sleep with 24 separate women in the space of a 3-hour flight between Stockholm and Edinburgh. There's two types of people who would buy a 24-pack of flavoured condoms for a 3-hour flight. First is someone so narcissistically arrogant, they believe it more than reasonable that they could go up and down the gangway, fucking woman after woman, 24 in 3 hours, 8 sex per hour if you want, 1 sex per 7.5 minutes. Second type of person is old people with dementia, who are mistaking condoms for bonbons and are looking for a chewy sweet. This will result in two things. One, your toilet will be perpetually occupied by sociopath A in current sexual conquest. Two, the plane will be filled with elderly couples hucking up lumps of plastic into the wee sick bags provided. Thanks for flying Ryanair. Never surrender to a police armed response unit. My dad lived by that motto. But not for very long. That's me done. Thanks for laughing. I've been Rory Telfer.